Hello, good morning, and welcome again to this, our fourth week of our Breathe, Tap and Stretch Challenge. David, we're getting some fantastic feedback. People are coming and saying, I feel more energised, my day goes better, I've got more clarity, focus, and if anything's bothering me, I can get back to a more calm state a lot easier. So, brilliant, isn't it? And I mentioned this was the fourth week. If you haven't managed to see the first 3 videos, you can always catch up on the notice board on our website. The links are there to the videos. So taichitigers.co.uk.
Oh, UK, yes.
No, .co.uk. Okay, so this week we're going to look at calming the mind first by some simple breathing. We're then going to do some energetic tapping and some stretching to open up the channels in our bodies. And then we're going to learn the resting butterfly feels the sun as a calming exercise, and it might also challenge your coordination. So let's start off with our breathing first. Right hand for ladies, left hand for men, and just closing your eyes. Feel all your weight sink down through to the soles of your feet, relaxing the muscles, and as you breathe in, feel the dantian beneath your hands expand. As you breathe out, feel the dantian contract. Opening your eyes, letting your hands down. Energetic tapping, first of all with the side of your hand on the palm of the other hand. Okay? If you're chopping with your hand. Good. And the same for the other hand. Chop, 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 chop. Okay, good. Now we're going to tap around the head. So lightly with your fingertips all the way round, over the top, down the sides, round the back. Lightly bring more blood into your brains and wake them up. Lightly across the forehead, soothing your brow, slightly gently from the centre out 3 times. Now with your middle finger, tap from the bridge of your nose over the top of the eyes, follow the eye socket round, over the top and then beneath the eyes, from the centre out the sides. So 3 times, then using the first finger of each hand, look vigorously down your nose, and then with the palm of your hand and the tip of your nose, circle it one way, and back again, and then use the other hand and do the same again and create a balance for both sides of the body. Now with the first 2 fingers of each hand from the thumbs across the cheekbones to the sides of the face, 3 times. Lightly bringing more blood into the face, then for the lower jaw, squeeze the chin along the jawline up to your ears. So again 3 times from the centre out. And we're going to go around the ears and stimulate with acupuncture points, starting at the top. Give them a tug and a squeeze all the way around and down to the bottom. So 3 times, and then we're going to cup one hand over the ear, blocking out the sound. Tap on the back of your knuckles. Hopefully you should hear a nice loud drumming sound in your head. And then the same again for the other side. And then we'll flick both ears forwards before going on to the shoulders. Make a loose fist with one hand, stretch across the body, tap, squeeze or rub across the shoulder from the centre out. Again 3 times, and then do the same for the other shoulder, helping to release any tension that you may have in the shoulder muscles. And then continue down the inside of the arm to the fingertips and look the outside. So we're going to do this 3 times or more if you're enjoying it, stimulating the acupuncture points in then we're going to tap down the back using the flat part of both fists. Reach up as high as you can. Tap on the muscles either side of the spine, top to bottoms 3 times. And then turn the fist round, give your bottom a good old tap. Keep tapping, come round to your hips. You're going to go down the outside of your legs, back to the inside. And stimulating the acupuncture points in the legs. Get that energy moving. And then smooth them down. Smooth the arms down. Yourselves are in good shape. Okay.
Yes. Let's go.
So now some stretches.
Yes.
So standing feet shoulder width apart, tongue resting on the roof of your mouth, arms hanging at the side. Nice straight back, feeling a pull up on the top of your head, and as you breathe in, let your head float up. As you breathe out, bring it gently back down, resting your chin on the chest. And again. Back to the centre and turn to one side, breathing out. Breathe into the centre, out to the other side. So see how far you can look round behind you. So stretching the eye muscles at the same time. Look as far round behind as you can each time. So last time, and then coming back into the centre and stretching down the side of your neck as you breathe out. Breathe in, lifting the head up. Breathe out as it goes down. Be aware of which muscles you're stretching. How far can you stretch them? Listen to your body. No sharp pain. Now onto your shoulders, and as you breathe in, lift them up. As you breathe out, let them down, slowly and gently, or drop them quickly, whichever you prefer. Stretch as much as you can. Get those shoulders up into your ears. Then one shoulder at a time. Keep the rest of your body perfectly still. Feel which muscles you're stretching, and then we're going to go on to circling the shoulders. Now, really big circles with those shoulders, just slowly breathing in to lift and out to lower. Now imagine the heart muscle inside your body as you gently stretch and squeeze it, reversing those circles, breathing in to lift, out to lower. Now one shoulder at a time in the first direction that you went in. Loosen the shoulders, loosen the muscles. Let the arms hang at the side and reverse those. Good. Now we'll go on to the wrists, hands and arms. So tucking your thumbs inside a loose fist, onto the balls of your feet if you're standing or even sitting, and circle the hands slowly. Now, how much movement can you get in those wrists? Lifting the arms out, using the arm muscles a little, and if you did this for a longer time, you'd be working those arm muscles a little bit more. But just to remind you, we'll go through a few at a time, then bending at the elbows. How much flexibility have you got in your wrists now? It's a really good exercise if you have stiff wrists or arthritic hands and wrists. Just gentle exercise, but every day, a little bit at a time. So going on to the fingers, keeping the hands still, one at a time. Start with the little finger on your less dominant hand. The same on the other hand, one at a time. Then give them a really good stretch out, and then turn the palms up, close them one at a time. Start with your little finger. Good. Then the other hand. Keep them closed and flick the arms down and out to the side. Feel the muscles pull from your shoulders into those closed hands. Then open the fingers, relax the wrists and give yourself a good wobble. Okay, back down onto your heels. Let's stretch the muscles in our backs and our thighs. So with the hands around the waist. Standing, bend one knee and then push your hips out behind you. Round to the other side. Round in front. Breathe in as you push your hips back. Breathe out as you push them forwards. Being aware of the muscles down your back that you're stretching and on the inside of your thighs. Let's go once more, because this exercise is really good for the digestive system to help unblock it. Now reverse the circles, so turn the hands round, fingers at the back, breathe in as you push the hips back, breathe out as you push them forwards. So being aware of how far you can stretch, a little bit more each time if you can. Last time round, and then circle slowly, spiraling back towards the centre, and we'll go on to the lower back muscle stretch. So feet shoulder width apart, hands around the waist again, and as you breathe in, push your hips back. As you breathe out, push them forwards. Working from the waist down, keep the top part of your body still and feel those muscles in the lower part of your back stretch. Reversing the circles, changing your hands round. Feel the lower back muscles gently stretch. Breathe in, pushing back. Breathe out, pushing forwards. Good. Okay, so feet and ankles, knees and hips. Imagine a big tree in front of you. Give it a hug. Relax your shoulders, elbows lower than the shoulders, wrists below your elbows, the palms of your hands connecting with the dantian. And then standing, shift your weight into one leg. Lift the other knee up as high as your hip if you can. Now stretch the foot up and down. Give the muscles a really good stretch. And then circle the toes so that you can feel the ankle and calf muscles stretch. Just nice and slowly, and then reverse them. Good. So we need to do the same for the other foot and ankle. Getting your balance, lift your knee up as high as you can, stretching the foot up and down. Give it a really good stretch, and then circle slowly, using the toes. Oh, I've got a crack in my ankle. And then reverse the circles. Good. So now the knee. Back onto the first leg. Lift the knee up as high as your hip. Swing the foot to loosen those muscles before straightening the leg, and circle then from the knee down. Pointing your toe down towards the earth and back again. Good. Now the same for the other knee. Give yourself a moment to get your balance if you're standing. Swing the foot, loosen the muscles, straighten it and stretch it. Good, and the same number going back again. Good. Now the back and the lower back and the hip muscle. Back onto the first leg, take the knee across the body. As you're breathing, lift it, open it as as wide as you can before lowering it, breathing out. Nice and slowly. And then feel the muscles in the lower part of your back stretch. Now close the circle by lifting at the side, back across in front and down. And then we're going to do the same for the other half of your body. Shift your weight, get your balance. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out and lower. So at the rate at which you would naturally breathe, you then follow your breath to move your body. Breathe in to lift, out to lower. So the muscle down the back of your thigh, lifting your knee up into the chest, pull it in and flex the foot up and down. Feel the muscles down the back of the thigh here and round the buttock. Then do the same for the other thigh. Pull the knee in as best you can. Stretch your foot up and down. Feel the muscles working. And then we're going to stretch the muscle down the front of your thigh, lifting your foot at the back, drop your knee down, pull your foot up and behind and feel the stretch in this thigh. Just for as long as you're comfortable with, you know you've worked that muscle, and then do the same for the other one. Feel the muscle gently stretch. Keep that stretch for as long as it's comfortable for you. A little bit more before you release it. Okay, so onto your back stretch, up to the sky and down to the earth. Turn the palms forwards. Lift the arms up, up. Stretch as high as you can. Turn the palms down, slowly following them as your shoulders relax. Breathing naturally in and out, as many times as you need to, but use an out breath to pull it in between your knees and an in breath to begin the journey back up. Just nice and slowly keep your chin on your chest, and then push your hips forwards and your head back. Breathe in to lift up and breathe out to relax. So we'll go again, this time stretching a little bit more if you can. And slowly coming down. Feel the muscles in your shoulders relax. Follow those moving hands down. Chin on your chest, keeping it there till you're vertical again. An out breath and your head between your knees. An in breath as you begin and the pulling back up slowly. Pushing your hips forwards and your head back. And one last time. Up to the sky. Stretch even more if you can. Up you go. Open the ribs. Now slowly let them settle back down. Feel the spine opening as you're going down. Head further between your knees if you can. Okay, so feeling stretched. You can always do more if you wish, if you've got time. It's good. It always makes you feel a lot better if you can open up those channels and get the energy moving around your body. So now we're going to learn the resting butterfly feels the sun. So I want you to imagine You know when you see a butterfly land on a flower and it opens up its wings and you can see it just resting there, feeling that warmth from the sun. So I want you to imagine that happening as if you were the butterfly. So David, you haven't done this one before, so if you'd just like to watch and see how it works, and then you can join in. Okay? Okay, so a few things to focus on, but you can start stepping forward with each foot. It doesn't matter which one you step forward with first, because you always need to repeat it on the other side to create that balance. But the focus is the palm of your hands. Now, after you've been doing it for a short while, you might feel some warmth or tingling in the palms. I don't know whether you can feel anything in my palm there. The Laogun point here in the palm is what we're focused on.
Have you got anything for the feet? Because my foot is cold.
Oh, well, yes, I could actually warm your feet up.
Thank you.
But the bubbling spring would be good for that on the ball of your foot. But for now, we want to focus on the Laogun point. But also you need to know the Heigu point here, which is just in that where the joint of the thumb and the first finger come into there. Can you feel that part there? And you're going to connect the Heigu points with the central channel here in the body. Okay? The shape of your hands is quite important too. You need a space between each of your fingers. And to get the maximum shape, if you rest the heel of your hand on the bridge of your nose and let your hand rest over the head, and then just take your hand away, you can see that there is a curve between the thumb and the outside of your hand, and between the finger ends and the wrist. And ideally, that is what shape your hand should be in, whichever way round they turn. But also the back of your hand in line with the lower arm. Okay, so you're not turning the hands in or out and causing blockages through the wrist. Okay, so we'll go through it nice and slowly. If you're standing, you want your heels together and your toes turned out a little. But sitting, just whatever you're comfortable with, David. Okay, so you begin palms of your hands connecting into the thighs. Okay, and then you're going to take the hands behind you a little way, circle them out and round so that the backs of your hands, the palms, are facing behind. That the palms
back.
Facing back.
Oh, the palms facing back.
Yes. Good. Okay, so then you're going to lift both arms out to the sides with the palms still facing back. Good. And at the same time, if you're standing, you would sink into one leg. Okay? So then you're going to step forward onto the heel, roll the weight into the toe, and at the same time, keep this arm straight and bend the other one at the elbow. So the Heigu point comes into the channel. Yeah. So that one's straight out in front of you.
My feet are different.
That's okay. Oh, Yeah, you need to have the same foot and
Same
arm.
foot,
Yeah.
same arm.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So now I'm going to take my weight back as I'm stood. All you're going to do is straighten your right arm and bend the left. So the left Hegu points come into the channel. Okay? My weight goes forwards and I straighten the same arm with the leg, and the other one comes into the channel. Okay, so once more, take the weight back. Follow the moving arm with your head and eyes, and then forwards again. Now keep this left arm still and open the other arm out. Okay, then bring both Hegu points into the central channel. Then open both arms and bring them down to your side. Okay, let's do it again now to the other side. This time I'm going to say when to breathe in and out, but you would normally breathe at your own rate, but be guided by your breath to make the moves so that they flow continuously, never stopping. Okay, we'll step out with the same leg and arm. Okay, so breathe in and out. 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 Okay, so just to remind you, move as you breathe. Think about the focus, which is the palm of your hand. Possibly work on connecting the Hegu point into the center here, into the channel, and just let the movements flow with your breath. So we'll just go through it once more on each side. Okay? So breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in out. Both arms open, breathing in. Weight forwards, Hegu, both Hegu points connecting into the center channel. Breathe in and open your wings. Breathe out and release. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. So one arm is bent, the other one straight. Good. Weight back. In and out. Breathe in and out. Keep that arm straight and open. Straighten the other arm as your weight goes back, as the weight comes forwards. Both Hegu points coming into the central channel. Breathe in and open your wings. Breathe out and feel? David? Okay,
That was
so
good.
yeah, very relaxing. Can be a challenge for your coordination, but just go with it, enjoy it. Do as much as or as little as you enjoy. That is what it's all about. How good you can feel with it, and how much you want to learn from it and feel the benefit of. So, thank you for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you again another week. Okay?